That's what happens whenever everything automatically takes over. It cuts Harsh off. We figured that out just now. It's just like, no, Harsh, you're not talking right now.
Good.
Jackie, why are you hiding backstage?
I don't
What's
know.
going on here?
Because I was busy.
She wants to get short with us. That's why she's hiding.
Yeah,
Anyway,
because everybody's making me short with them.
Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. For those of you finding out who's who, you know who I am. Hee hee. Yeah, whatever. Harshmed.
Hee hee ha ha.
And of course, the star of Herbalations herself, Jackie Hyde. Way to give the one finger salute to the crowd. And for my and for one half of Timon and Pumbaa, of course, Scott Sonye. Now, let's get started.
Yeah, that's his new one for you, Scott.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, Timon.
It was discussed.
Yeah, Timon's in the other room. Anyway, let's get started on this topic. And the thing that drives me nuts, like apparently everything in America is outsourced to Mexico. Even white supremacy. Go figure.
Well, I mean, you know, they're coming here, so we're just having to send all of our trash there.
I know. I mean, because I was online a week or so ago on Twitter, and three of like the most prominent like alt-right white supremacist types, right? The far right types, right? You know, the KKK, worshiper types were Mexican. They were Mexican. I'm like, what? I was hearing one of them on like some Twitch live stream say, telling some Arab guy, hey, when everything is cleared, and the people in power are gone, they use the word, they use the J word for that. I'll say the pro-Israel types. What's going to happen with? Are you going to go back to your home country? And the guy saying that wasn't even wasn't even someone of Jackie's ethnicity. It was a Mexican
cartel member.
Right. That Harsh.
Suck it up.
Right. No, see this is what happens to mayonnaise worshippers like Ross. They just
the white devil is coming.
Oh, he says I'm bringing that back though. No, you're not. You just look like the type. The bottom line is, it's like, I mean, it's crazy to me. Like, what? When are you gonna go back to your home country? And I'm looking at the guy and I'm like, dude, you're not even white, and you're saying this. Like, what? Like, what is your own country? What is Baja California?
Maybe he should have specified back to your own continent, because he's at least on his homeland.
Right.
He at least didn't take a boat.
Right, but it just makes no sense. It's like, what? It's so crazy. They would say for years that, if you're white and you're Catholic, you can't be a KKK or an alt-right or whatever. And then now it's like they have people who are Mexican telling people this. Like, what?
Well, Americans don't want us in the country, so we don't want them in the country either.
At least they're being supportive.
I mean, it's just weird. The whole thing is weird.
We got Garth Brooks graping people. We have Diddy messing up the lube supply in the United States. I mean, yeah. I'd love to know what's going on this year, because none of it makes sense, honestly. I mean, nothing that's going on right now makes any sense.
No. I'm just here for the rest.
Well, I mean, I've seen a lot of people saying that 2024 was going to be the worst year ever, and I'd have to say, so far, yeah.
We're 10 months in. Kind of past the
None of this makes sense. But then again, we live in a world where you have Mexicans cosplaying as white supremacists. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I would just want to call them a nationalist at that point. continent.
White nationalist.
But see, this is what happens when people don't read. They say things like this that make no sense. First of all, the Third Reich never ended. It never ended. It just went to America, Russia, and England and France after World War II.
You okay today, Harsh?
I'm fine, but if we have stuff
he's in
like,
a bad mood. It sounds like somebody.
No,
it
gave him
does.
Cheerios.
no, I mean, I'm just this is what happens when we don't have an educated society.
How do you figure that? It's a joke.
Yeah,
know?
but
Like when,
yeah, I know, but it'd be funnier if it was like Modi related or something. Anyway, the point being is
that.
first of all, and second of all, it's like I don't know. It just I don't know. We just live in a world where like they're already censoring information at will, and then everyone just wants to be ignorant. It's like, okay, well, fuck it, just blow up the world then. I don't care.
I'm still
agree
trying to
with
figure out
Howie.
where the and I'm still trying to figure out where murder hornets went.
Yeah, I know. It's just it's stupid.
What in the world are you doing, David?
David, what country are you?
Why are we looking at your crotch? Or what is going on here?
I don't know.
Why are we looking at your ass?
I don't
And then
know.
he leaves. What was that all about?
That actually makes sense. It's sad, but it makes sense. It's David Miller. See, some stereotypes are true, everybody. Now,
I bet you he hid the link by accident and didn't even realize he
You
came
have
on.
to press so many more buttons after you click the link on a phone to get into here.
yeah, that is
He
true.
planned it.
At least 3 buttons you have to click.
The monkeypox killed the murder hornets.
Yeah. I feel bad for people like Howie.
It's just so many weird things going on this year. 126 countries drops the dollar in favor of BRICS. I mean, well, if the rest of them drop it, the American economy is going to collapse.
Yep, I can't wait.
Who cares? Our money needs to be worth the amount of a ruble anyway.
All right.
I've been saying that for a long time. The dollar needs a reset.
Yeah, well, it's going to get a reset and then some. The only question is what happens afterwards, because it might be good, it might not be good.
Definitely not going to be good.
Yeah, because I mean, if everyone goes to digital currency, then everyone's screwed. So,
well, Australia's already trying that.
dude, everyone, for all the talk about Australians being like outbacks and rebels and all that other stuff, that's just not the case. They give up their rights more easily than people in Europe. It's really bad.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they are literally ruled by China and they don't even realize it.
I mean, some do, but others they're just like, yeah, whatever. Like, and they got this whole like retro, and they got this whole like rebellious, outback badass like persona, and then yet it's like, no, we're just gonna fold like a chair.
Well, the only thing that's wrong with this Hoey is that there's no EMPs big enough to like kill everything.
One EMP in your digital world goes away. Well, that's
In the right spot, he's not wrong though.
I mean, if you throw it in like a distribution center or something like that, then yeah. But I mean,
you have to remember everything we use is computer controlled, one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, one EMP attack can basically cause a fire sale, and I'm not talking about the ones you can get at a department store that's going out of business.
I mean, one hacker way wouldn't bother me too much because then Facebook would go away. So
I mean, Facebook goes away, then I can actually be more productive for once. But
why are you blaming Facebook for your flaws?
You'll find something else to be addicted to.
That is true.
It's fine.
Yeah, no, that is true. But we're not going to talk about that right now. Ahoy says they blew up pagers. They can do things we never heard of. That is true. And that's not even an LOL.
I mean, they were in third world countries where pagers was like the new thing anyway. So, yeah, obviously.
You can say that, but these people are very scary. Some of them are. Well, the things they're capable of doing. But then again, the FBI's had technology, the CIA's had technology to cause some people to get into car accidents for a long time. So it's not.
You see this comment right here? This is very plausible.
Yep.
And that's very bad. That's
They've been
very
talking about
plausible.
that here for a long time because the government of Canada was talking about going to digital currency in our country, just starting out here.
They're already building smart cities in your
Edmonton's one of the first ones. They're working on it right now.
Edmonton and Calgary both.
No, it's very intriguing because one of the ways that I get out of there to come home from taking my daughter to school every freaking day is going through residential areas because they have a bunch of no left turn spots. So you can't get onto the road to get out of that area without cutting through residential zones. And the whole reason they're trying to turn them into smart zones is to cut you from cutting into different districts. So like if I wanted to go from one section of Edmonton to another, I would have to only utilize one certain route as to not cut through each district to get to the other district.
Right. And that's not exactly that's not always the most foolproof way either, because if that route's got construction, then you're screwed. So.
And right now the whole city's construction. But yeah, it's very interesting. And like a lot of companies in response to the digital currency situation have actually, like mom and pop shops, little small businesses, they actually decided to stop charging tax if you're willing to pay cash.
All right. Well, that's true.
That's how people are trying to combat that, because that digital currency is going to screw everybody right over.
Yeah. I mean, and they do it twofold too. They devalue the cash, so everyone's forced on digital currency, and then you have digital currency, and then it.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. Social points.
Social credit scores. They've been saying that for years.
It's this utopia that everybody thinks that's going to happen is not going to be a utopia at all.
Well,
it's going to be literally a strip. You know, they're going to strip everyone of their rights, basically.
Yeah, I mean, that's what people don't realize. Like, people need the right to vent and, lash out and do crazy things from time to time. Otherwise, it's gonna cause even more chaos.
Yeah, this is can't start my electric car because I said a racial slur on Facebook. Yeah. The Minority Report. Yeah, I think everybody's seen that.
But what happens if you're banned off social media by the time this starts? Are you just like thrown in jail? Are you just let you go?
What if it's not based exclusively off of social media? Like I've got really into Black Mirror on Netflix because they touched on situations like this. One of the very first episodes was based off of social credit score. And your social credit score is also based off of your interactions in real life too. Like it tracks on your phone, basically, is what it does on that show. So like when you go up to
give you likes or dislikes. Yeah. Yep. I saw that one.
Yeah, exactly. So like if nobody likes you, even in real life, then like you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, this poor girl couldn't get a car, the right kind of rental car, because her social credit score was too low, and then couldn't find a place to charge it later because the car that she had was too old and all of the rest of the charging stations were updated. So she wound up on foot. And then every time she would fuss at somebody or get an argument, she'd lose more of her social credit score. I mean, it was crazy.
So it's basically redlining, but worse.
Still, my favorite episode was when they literally dragged that prime minister through downtown in a glass box and let everybody just throw shit at him and talk crap at him just to hang him.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do. I don't know if they do, but it wouldn't surprise me if they did.
I remember Vice did a story on that years ago about how some guy was being checked by someone and he couldn't leave his hometown until he cut his credit score up, and then all of a sudden once he started behaving properly, he was able to travel home. In China, it was really weird. I don't know. The weather in North Carolina, I mean, the hurricane in North Carolina makes no logical sense at all. None
What do you
whatsoever.
mean?
How does a town that is in the mountains, thousands of feet in the air, 300, at least 300, 350 miles away from the coast, get flooded like that?
It didn't really get flooded. It was downpours off the mountains that wiped those towns out. All of the rain from the hurricane literally saturated everything to the point of where it loosened up and it came down in mudslides and everything else. I mean, it was natural. It's a natural disaster. I really doubt that the government went out there and blew up a bunch of mountains just to destroy small North Carolina towns.
No, I wasn't saying anything about the government. I'm just saying it's not natural.
I mean, look at here, 2016. Everything between 4 parishes flooded, went 7 feet underwater.
Right.
You know, it's a once in a 1,000-year event. This is probably a once in a 1,000-year event for them.
Yeah, because people there were like, this has never happened ever in our town. This is not normal. This isn't.
No, the worst disaster, Katrina wasn't really that bad, okay? That was just New Orleans having a crap fit. Yeah, I mean, that's all that was. Katrina was not that bad.
You hate
the
New
thing
Orleans.
that was worse, I mean, we've seen worse natural disasters since then, and they don't even, they won't compare it to Katrina because the only thing that people give a crap about down here is New Orleans. They forget about all of these towns. I mean, one of Hurricane Ida pretty much wiped several towns off the map. Like, they don't even exist anymore because of this hurricane. But it didn't get the news coverage or the media coverage because it wasn't New Orleans. We don't even like New Orleans here.
Oh my God. Your hatred of New Orleans is.
Well, it's the truth, though. I mean, the only city that was really affected by Katrina was New Orleans.
God.
That's it.
Your hatred of that city is awesome.
It's the truth. That's the bad part about it. In 2016, everything from Baton Rouge all the way to Covington was under 7 feet of water. Per capita, that's 4 times as many people as New Orleans, but New Orleans didn't flood, so they didn't care.
Yeah, that is true. The media does pick and choose when to have selective outrage. Priscilla Farnsworth says, "What up? Hello there." And Robert Walker says, "Geoengineering."
Are you going to let me do my job over here, or are you just going to do whatever the hell you want?
You missed a few comments, that's all. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, Katrina was not in 2017.
That was in 2005.
Yeah, that was in 2005. And it really wasn't, okay, well, it displaced everybody, well, mostly the poor people in New Orleans. Who cares? If they would have actually cared about this state, they would have just let New Orleans stay underwater and become part of the Gulf.
And in other unrelated news, Scott Saunier has been found dead after a bunch of people from New Orleans went out to vandalize his
What are you
house.
talking about? Half of them don't have cars anyway. How would they get here? It's a long walk, but from New Orleans to Baton Rouge. That's all I'm going to say.
God, that is it's hilarious.
Good job, Scott.
Oh my God.
I mean, these people built an entire city in a soup bowl. Literally. I mean, the whole thing is shaped like a bowl. The whole city's below sea level. Let it sink. Let it sink. I understand it's been there since the 1600s or whatever. Who cares? It's full of nothing but garbage now anyway. So let it go.
Well, I mean, the BP oil spill did try to accomplish that.
It didn't even reach New Orleans.
Well, it was in the Gulf.
Yeah, that was the Gulf of Mexico, not New Orleans.
Yeah, but people in Louisiana were affected more because they tried to clean it up.
Right. They were affected on the beaches and everything else.
Wow. Looks like Holy and Scott have a very telepathic connection tonight.
Well, he was talking about the coastal city thing. But that's what people don't understand. The scale of what happened during Katrina is not comparable to what happened in North Carolina and Tennessee.
Yeah.
The scale of what happened in Katrina is not comparable to what happened in the flood of 2016 here.
Right.
Hurricane Ida literally was a Category 4 storm by the time it hit East Baton Rouge. That never happens.
Right.
And I mean, it literally erased entire cities.
Yeah.
The city of La Place is still rebuilding from Hurricane Ida. You didn't see all of them crying and wanting $2,500 FEMA cards like all of those goofballs from New Orleans after Katrina hit. You know, they didn't make 65,000 travel trailers to give all of these people that they could stay in for free like they did after Katrina. They didn't even help these people down here. And then FEMA sitting there saying, yep, that's true. I'm good with that.
It's also, don't forget the other classic quote, you people, or you people.
You people.
I mean, the bad part about it is this FEMA saying we don't have enough money for this hurricane. Well, if Kamala Harris wouldn't have spent $1 billion in her program to get, to take away from FEMA, for one, to help all of these freaking illegal aliens in this goddamn country, they would have that money to help North Carolina and Tennessee. If they hadn't been sending all of our money over to the Ukraine, they'd have the money to help North Carolina and Tennessee.
They have the money now.
They print money for every goddamn thing else. Why not print money for those two states?
They have money for everything. They just choose not to do it.
Yeah, she sponsored that bill for the illegal aliens. She sure did. Yeah, we don't have the money. Why not? We print money for every other frivolous freaking thing, like these sanctuary cities and shit like that. Why can't we have money for the things that we need it for? They figure out a way to give them all that money. Why can't they figure out a way to give these people that money?
Yeah, I think Robert had it best when he said FEMA is evil and always has been. Yeah, I remember in the Katrina days, it took them like 3 days to even get running water. I think.
FEMA's a joke. We've dealt with FEMA many times in this state. FEMA's a joke.
Right. Yeah, they have the money to do these things. They just choose not to do it. It doesn't matter where they're sent to. Yeah, Priscilla's right. I was going to say we have the money. They have the money. They just don't want to spend it on.
Right. They don't want to spend it on the people that actually live here. They'd rather spend it on their foreign policies instead.
But none of this is new, though. Unfortunately, this has been going on at least for what? For years, yeah, for decades. I mean,
this is true.
Yeah,
nation states are always the welfare system for their older corporate class. Yep.
Yeah. And before every land in the world, and the celebrity says, well, yeah, they could have, but they don't want to. That was my issues with Flint back in the day, too. With all these celebrities from Michigan claim to care about clean water, and yet none of them could just hire people to deliver clean water to every single house in that town. But
you didn't see them not with one case of water to give these people. Not one.
No. Priscilla says yes, it's been going on and skipping in like a record. Right. And but the thing is, it's but and I remember Beaufont said after World War II, that's when everyone became a nation state, and that's when it all went to heck. But the thing is, though, even before nation states, they had colonization because of the same nonsense. So it's not like things were that.
No, it was worse than that. I mean, during World War II, the propaganda wars is what really kept the nation going. Like Betty Bullets or whatever the hell they wanted to call that.
Memes are the only thing that's going to save us.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they might save us from misery, but I don't know if they'll save us from anything else.
What's funny about this comment is I've seen several pictures so far that people were trying to claim were AI generated, but there's too many pictures now from different angles of Trump out there with water up to his waist, walking with someone, trying to figure out what they can do to help some other people out during the flood. I don't see Kamala out there trying to help anyone. I didn't see Biden out there trying to help anyone. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a huge Trump fan or anything. I mean, if they had somebody, a third party that was actually decent to vote for, I would definitely vote for them instead of Trump or Biden. But I didn't see none of those people there trying to help anyone.
Yeah. Nationalism was a different management scheme. It really was. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, when you have a small group of people telling everyone else what to do, you're going to keep having these issues.
Oh, I know you, Hoey. We know you're on Trump train. We get it. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I've been saying this for years.
Yeah.
Why? So the Electoral College can swing whatever way they want to, and my vote doesn't mean crap? No, I'm good. Thank you.
He was being sarcastic when he said that.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, it's just the fact of the matter is, I mean, you know, with the Electoral College in place, it really doesn't matter who the hell you vote for.
I mean, I don't think we've ever had legitimate elections.
No, absolutely not.
No, that's just them giving hope just to take it away. It's how you keep people controlled, keep them miserable.
All right. I think both.
That's a good point right there.
It never was ours. No.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you have the majority of these major cities that dictates the election without really representing the rest of the people in the nation, it needs to be done away with. Because to be honest with you, I haven't seen any policies in LA that's worked right. I haven't seen any policies in New York City that's worked correctly, or any other major cities that decide our elections. So why are we giving these people control? Mm-hmm. You know, it doesn't go by popular vote. It goes by Electoral College vote.
Yeah. At the end of the day, voting is nothing more than a suggestion box that no one pays attention to. Hyen says Trump has not lifted one finger to address the impending holy syphilitis outbreak.
Okay, Priscilla, if that's what you'll be doing, we are going to request that you go live.
Yeah, Priscilla says I'll be staying home watching while watching George Carlin.
Because I'm not sure how the logistics of that would work, so I would have to watch it to see. Because you know, while George Carlin's telling jokes and you're doing that, it's like, how do you? Never mind, I'm not going to go there.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness! I agree. Yeah, don't vote. Yeah.
What is this? Kamala VP wife opened the windows of governor's mansion window while Minneapolis was on fire in 2020. Yeah, she wanted to smell the city burn. I get it. You know. So they could smell the revolution. No, all that happened in Minneapolis was that a bunch of idiots went down and burnt their own neighborhood down and then cried to everybody that they didn't have their stuff anymore. It was like, okay, well, then why did you burn it all down?
Yeah.
Where are we going to live? The new apartment complex got burned to the ground. Well, then why did you burn it down? I can't get parts for my car. Why did you burn the AutoZone to the ground? I can't find nowhere to fill my prescriptions. You burnt the Walgreens down. Why are you complaining? Y'all did this.
No.
You destroyed your own city. Who cares? Fend for yourself now. Figure it out. Stupid games win stupid prizes. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Hyen says the system doesn't care who you choose as your ruler. It only cares that you choose to be ruled. Yeah. It's very true.
Psychological operations. Well, he meant psychological, but it's Hoey. Psychological operations live playing out.
Yeah.
You mean love?
Yeah, he's not able to communicate with us anymore.
Poor Hoey.
Always on a different level of existence right now.
Poor Joseph. First, he gets rejected by the white supremacist, and now he can't fight. Poor guy. Poor guy.
No, I'm just laughing at this one photo that just got popped into a chat. I'm going to put it up on the screen for you.
Oh,
you're going to love it, Harsh. It's great.
Please do.
Oh, my God. Let me check.
There you go. It's up on the screen now.
No,
the CSHR radio telethon. Hoeing for a cure. Let's beat Hoey syphilitis together.
I actually bought a suit like that a few weeks ago.
Are you going to do the gray hair and look like, what's his face, Jerry, whatever?
No. We're not doing gray hair for another 10, 15 years. No, we're not. We're trying not to do that. Stroke
speak. Yes.
Poor Hoey. He's gonna be.
He does this to himself.
I know he's gonna be. If he keeps going like this, he's probably gonna be dead by the end of the year.
No, you can't.
He's dead.
He's pickled. You can't kill pickled stuff.
That is true. I keep forgetting.
No, but you can deep fry it.
Why would you deep? You know how that would smell horrible.
Of course,
deep fried pickles are delicious. Mind your business.
No, I thought you meant deep fried Hoey.
I know.
Oh, God. But
I was about to
if
say,
you deep fry it, it will die.
I was about to say that sounds like a very convenient German joke for Jackie to crack there.
I am going to send this suggestion to the NOAA.
The NOAA?
I'm gonna send it to Noah. We gotta put in the H's. When y'all get to the H's, we gotta have a Hurricane Hoey.
Hurricane Hoey.
Fucked up.
Don't tell me you want to be deep fried to death.
Of course, the Germans suggest to deep fry Hoey. God, I don't think we're so predictable.
We're gonna take that right there and make some cracklings out of that. I promise you. You just fry up that belly, that Hoey belly right there, and you get the best cracklings in the world right there.
The ovens are not working. We must deep fry. We must.
Deep fried Hoey. Jesus. Jackie had to leave the stream. Poor thing.
Oh, we must.
Don't say that too loud, Priscilla. They'll wind up deep frying you too.
They must. The ovens are not working. We must deep fry the horses.
It's a no type of Venus schnitzel.
New type of Venus. We must.
I can't even sell that.
We must.
It's not left.
We must deep fry that horses. We must.
Problem being is when you pickle it.
Okay, you see, this hobo just comes up. Soul food has its roots in Bavaria. No, soul food does not. Soul food started because people were poor and they couldn't afford decent food, and that's what they call soul food now.
Well, technically, soul food has roots in Korea.
So does barbecue.
Right.
I'm not eating barbecued Hoey. Unless he electrocutes himself, then that would be funny to me. I mean,
well, Hoey. I mean, I'm surprised Hoey hasn't electrocuted himself already.
He's a plumber. How would he do that?
It's Hoey. Do we explain?
Okay, touche. Never mind. Mike Rainey was a carpenter, and they let him rewire somebody's house. This is before he passed away, and he's like, "You remember that house I rewired for that old lady a few months ago? It's now burning to the ground." And then he tried to backpedal on it. They made sure to tell me it wasn't anything I did. Okay, buddy.
No.
I have to. I have to. Normally, it's whenever somebody's like, "Yeah, we locked it out. I'm pretty sure of it," and then you grab it and it lights you up like a Christmas tree. Oh yeah, I've had that happen before. You were not born in Bavaria. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Show me your birth certificate. I don't believe it.
And Hyatt says to Holy.
Stop sticking your ding ding in the light sockets, yo.
I mean, it is Holy, so it probably does that a lot.
Yeah, just this whole thing about them saying they don't have enough money to help the hurricane victims in North Carolina and Tennessee is just garbage. Like I said, they print money for every frivolous junk thing they want, but yet when it comes to helping the American people, they won't do anything. We don't have enough money to help them. Why not? Just print some more. That's what y'all do every other time for everything else. Y'all just print money. That's why the dollar's worth 40% less than what it was worth in 2020.
Yeah.
And then you got liberals over there going, "Oh, the stock market's as high as it's ever been." Yes, but y'all don't take the fact of inflation into consideration. Right. The dollar's worth less 40% less than what it was. So it's only went up maybe 1,000 points if you go by inflation.
I'm just waiting for Scott to say austerity is murder. I'm just waiting for Scott to say that now. With the way this is going. Oh, yeah. That's why I'm not surprised.
It's true.
This.
Right.
Nope, and we shouldn't be surprised by it anymore. Being surprised is being used against us. It really is. I mean,
it is. Well, I mean, you seen how everybody reacted when they said there was actual UFOs out there. Yeah. There's aliens among us, and everybody's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
You know.
The crazy thing is they said that like years after they had the whole Area 51 nonsense. Due to inflation, arbitrarily indebted.
Just hand them a gold bar. That'll fix inflation. We'll pay off the whole debt, one gold bar. Mm-hmm. I mean, the dollar is actually worth like 10 cents worth of goods.
Yeah.
Like $1 worth only 10 cents worth of goods. Like factual, like materialistic goods. I mean, come on, people. I want to get flooded like that, and then you tell me you have money to help me. After I paid taxes my entire life.
Yeah.
Where's all that money I gave you? Give it back to me.
It's keystroked out of existence. That's what happened to it.
But that's my point, That's my point.
Oh, I mean,
you can't send billions of dollars worth of equipment to another country to fight a proxy war and then turn around and say we don't have the money to help you. You don't spend billions of dollars of helping illegal aliens and then turn around and say we don't have the money to help you. That's not how it works.
None of it's
Hoey's going to go to North Carolina and join the Cajun Navy.
Yay! And Hyan says only marching powder is accepted now.
I saw a sheriff down there affected saying if you get shot looting, oh well. Well, that's how it should be. Plain and simple. Break into my place, guess what's going to happen to you?
God, what a crazy dude. What a crazy day.
I'm sorry, Priscilla. And Harsh knew he was going to set me off on a rant tonight. He had a feeling on the phone earlier when we were talking. He's like, I'm going to say something to trigger you tonight.
I thought I was going to go off on a rant tonight.
No, you were planning on making sure that it was going to be a whole rant session for Scott.
He loves it when I do that. He's
Stop
like, okay,
looking,
Scott's
stop
losing
looking
his
to the
mind.
side. It's proven that you're lying.
It helps the station if he rants. Don't get me wrong, but I thought I was gonna rant about like cosplay white supremacists and cosplay chosen people again.
Well, I mean, that really doesn't mean anything right now, considering all of the millions of people that are, like their entire towns are gone.
Right.
Like boulders literally floated through these places and took out entire neighborhoods. I mean, these people lost everything.
Yeah. I says MMP shows that all of our money is essentially loaned to us, much like a library book system. Well, it's supposed to be keystroked into existence and keystroked out of it, but
There was a whole movie on the production of money and where it came from.
Right.
Granted, it got in trouble with the government quite badly, but it was a good movie.
Yeah. Are you talking about Zeitgeist?
The Zeitgeist? Yeah.
Yeah, Zeitgeist, yeah.
Zeitgeist.
I don't know. These German names are weird. Anyway, did you just assume?
No, I haven't. Not yet. I'll do that later.
Yeah.
Howie's gonna have an affair with Skynet
again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Howie is weird because on one hand he's a stereotype. On the other hand, I wonder how someone like him actually exists in society.
No, you see this. I wonder if he has like pictures of servers on his wall that say Skynet underneath it, and he like masturbates to them.
He probably
because he mentioned Skynet a lot.
He posted a picture of a very scantily dressed Skynet the other day.
It is
scantily dressed.
It is Howie. So
he turned Skynet into a woman. Yes.
Again, it's Howie. This isn't surprising. But how does someone like Howie actually exist in real life? Like, this guy is so cartoonish. And yet, I
don't know. All are crying about the dangers of Skynet while we're all busy using AI to make memes.
Yeah, I know. Go figure. Go figure how that works.
That kid's going to come out looking like a leprechaun Zuckerberg with floppy entry ports.
Sounds like Howie.
I can't do anything tonight, sweetheart. My serial port just won't come to attention.
Did you try turning it off and turning it back on again?
Did you try turning? God. I'm so done with y'all.
It cries too much. You just got to remove a few different circuits out of it. It'll be fine. It'll stop crying. Set it to sleep mode at 8 p.m.
That would be an old man one. Inflamed and dislocated floppy entry ports.
Hi guys, I'm Howie.
So Howie cephalitis is now digital. Great.
Hi guys,
that's the new computer virus. Howie cephalitis.
I love Skynet. Yeah, Skynet's great. I just stuck it in there and then I electrocuted myself.
It's looking at the same user manual. Let's press 1 for English. Digital data port, crotch crickets. Yeah.
Well, see you guys on Sunday. That's about it for
Robot
today.
STDs. Yeah, that's the new computer virus. Howie cephalitis.
Howie cephalitis. God.
He really should have left those ethos alone. That's all I got to say.
Man, Howie.
Hey, look, we knew there was a plan when he added all those Nigerians a while back. Remember?
Yep.
The Nigerian scammers.
Oh, I remember.
What it was. He was creating his own AI STD. That's what he was doing. It's going to be COVID 22. They're going to shut everything down again. We're going to see the people that were wearing diapers on their faces come back out again. You know.
They're still out there. What are you talking about? They haven't stopped.
I've already started seeing them again. Yeah.
They've never stopped here.
Yeah, no, Canada's. It's Canada, remember?
Oh, that's fucking weird, okay? They still drive alone in their car with it on, like, underneath their nose, like...
Well, it's just like, okay, the longshoremen, port workers decided to go on strike last week, and these idiots bought up all the toilet paper again.
Yeah.
It was like, y'all do realize the toilet paper's made here, right?
Yeah.
It's like all made here. It's not coming from overseas. If anything, you should have bought a bunch of fruits and stuff and put them in the freezer.
I mean, do these people just have stress-related diarrhea, and that's why they buy up all the toilet paper? Like, I don't get it.
Stress-related diarrhea.
I mean, is that what it is? They drink too much caffeine and they're too stressed, and I was like, I need toilet paper, damn it! Like, is that what it is? Like,
I mean, they didn't buy nothing else, like the actual stuff that gets imported here. They didn't buy none of that up. You know? They didn't buy up bananas. They didn't buy up fruits. All of that stuff is imported.
Yeah, apparently stress-related. Let's just chalk it up to stress-related diarrhea. That's
Well,
why
what are they doing with it, Netsky? Making beds out of it?
Yeah.
A comfort thing?
I am sticky.
Have you seen the commercials for Charmin?
Oh, God.
It's made right here in Louisiana. I don't need to
Exactly.
see commercials.
Apparently, it's the softest shit ever.
All right, you know what? We're going with stress-related diarrhea. That's why they're buying up all the toilet paper.
Yeah, I remember that. The Cold War, they had a TP shortage.
Right.
The COVID outbreak, they had a TP
the COVID
shortage.
outbreak, yeah. And that wasn't even one of the side effects of COVID was not diarrhea or the flying hoo-hoos.
No.
You know, I mean.
It was a runny nose and a cough.
Yeah. You didn't need that. Kleenex should have been wiped out, not toilet paper.
But knowing how some of these idiots are, they probably use toilet paper to wipe their nose. Oh my God, I got COVID. I need a toilet paper. I was like, what?
Well, Miss Priscilla, I hate to tell you this, but not everybody is fancy and has bidets in their homes.
No, I know why she's saying that, but that's neither here nor there.
Tabasco infused Charmin. Yes, right there in Port Hudson at the Georgia Pacific paper plant. Yeah.
Netsky said,
I had to stockpile because all the boys in my house eat more and then they crap more when we were locked down. Okay, I understand that. Yeah. 3 seashells. Nobody ever explained to me how you would use the 3 seashells. They can throw that out the window as far as I care. Give me a roll of toilet paper.
Look it up. Go ahead, look it up.
Oh my God. No,
I'm not going to look it up. No, I'm not Googling how to use 3 shells. You're like supposed to.
That is
I am saying you can wash your ass as long as you have running water. Well, I mean, that's true.
That is true.
Although I do know a few people that don't know how to use running water.
Speaking
We're not
of,
get into that right now.
No. Did anybody win the lottery yet?
Oh.
Thanks for reminding.
No. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I've been waiting for that door to open.
Oh, no. We got to go back to the, we got to go back to reading out the lottery numbers, don't we?
Yes, let's go. Let's remind them of the lottery numbers.
That's right. This week's 9 or 10. Wait, is it 9 or 10 digits?
It should be 9. It should be 9.
9 digits lottery number is Harsh.
Hold on. I
don't have it handy.
Yeah, I'm trying to now.
And I'll tell everybody what they won. Everybody who's holding this ticket number, I'm about to tell you what you won. As soon as Harsh quits piddling with his doodle under the desk there and tells me what the numbers are.
All
it's
right.
9 digits, Netsky, not 2.
All right, here's the numbers.
All right, I got him. All right.
Oh my God, I could have got them already.
Harsh, are you like translating them from Russian? What's going on over there?
I am translating them from Russian. All right, so tonight's numbers are 53, 92, 73, 0, and of course the Powerball number is 71.
All right, and I'm going to tell you what you won. Check your tickets, please. And if you have those numbers, if you match all 9 digits, you have won an all-expenses-paid trip to nowhere. Not only that, you'll have your bank account drained, and your boyfriend will walk off on you.
And you also get a bonus prize of Diddy's special edition baby oil.
Oh my god.
To ease that pain. Tonight's lottery winnings is a free bottle of Analies.
And again, it's 53, 92, 73, 0, and 71. That's 53, 92, 73, 0, and 71.
I'm not going to say to run that number in a credit profile because it's not very good credit. I'll just put it to you that way.
No.
Apply for all the credit cards. I mean,
No, that's how you get rejected. That's how you get That's how you get rejected. I won't mention
use it to
names.
start an OnlyFans account.
No, I'm not going to mention names of people who tried running a credit check with that number once, but let's just say they were not happy with the results. It's a 53, 92, 73, 0, and 71. That's 53, 92, 73, 0, and 71.
This lottery edition has been brought to you by Analies. Butt bleach.
53, 92, 73, 0, and 71.
It could be.
No,
I'm not sure.
No, it's not at all. No.
We wouldn't do that.
We would absolutely never do something like, yes, it is. No, it's not. It's
no, it's not. No, not at all. I mean, no, not at all.
Wow, Hoey, come on now.
Oh,
if you have all matching numbers, please call the station at 844-924-7104. That's 844-WCHR 104. You will get a free bottle of Analies and your bank account free. It's.
Oh my god!
If you're not an overweight single mom with money, you don't have nothing to worry about.
God. Yeah, poor Jackie. That was a little. All right, so once again, let's read out the lottery number. Tonight's number is 53, 92, 73, 0, and 71. That is 53, 92, 73, 0, and 71.
I'm going to keep that for all the spam callers.
Yeah.
That number is safe. It has a negative 327 credit score.
You know, the sad part is that's not even much of an exaggeration. That's not even much of an exaggeration.
You got to add a few extra zeros behind that.
All I know is that a really obese person who pretended to be a hacker, I won't mention his name, ran his social security number through Credit Karma and couldn't apply for a decent credit card. That's all I know. That's all I know. That's all I know.
So basically, they gave the testicular tube a hand job.
He ran that number through Credit Karma and he couldn't even get a decent credit card from it. That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was. Oh my god.
And with that, we're gone. I'm done.
Yeah. We gotta end it on a
No,
high
I'm
note.
joking.
I mean. 53, 92, 73, 0, 71. That's 53, 92, 73, 0, 71.
Yeah, last week's winning numbers was 8675309. So.
My God.
And you also win a room that is permanently stained by cologne that you can't get the smell out of, no matter what you try.
Nigerian scammers. Well, they probably wouldn't. They'd be like, we must look. Let us see. We got another credit. We got another social security number. No, we must not use
Look at
that.
me.
Stay away.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
Look at me. I can't even get a. No, we can't use that. They can't even buy a plot of. They can't even buy a shed here. How can we use that number?
That's right. With this week's winning lottery numbers, you get a box of pubes in the corner.
Oh my god.
Chuck Woolery, why did you die? Dracarn or chemical warfare. Yes. Yes.
Could be.
No, it'd be Old Spice. Every time I see an Old Spice commercial, I cry because of this man.
All right, so one more time. Let's read it for the audience. It's 53, 92, 73.
92? It's not 92.
Learn to read.
Yeah, I said 53, 92, 73.
It's not
71.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You're right. Okay.
I was just trying to help
Bye-bye.
Scott.
53,
I thought
92.
his dyslexia kicked in.
I clearly. 53, 92, 73, 0, and 71. Once again,
Garnish with some fresh toenail clippings.
I think the toenail clippings might be more valuable than the number.
Okay,
I
he
don't
got
think he
attacked
can
by
reach
a
his feet to
swan.
clip his
It was
toenails.
great.
All right.
It's copy paste forever. Yeah, I think I don't think he could bend over far enough to clip his own toenails. Honestly. Well, he might have a lot of practice because I'm pretty sure he likes grabbing his ankles. But that's a different story.
I don't even know where to go from there. Like that's. Yes, we do. It's always in the comments. Of course, we'll find
I
it.
don't want to go out and ban rooms because they date rape people. Shut up. Nobody ever said that. Get the hell out of here, you dumbass.
Hold on.
Why would you want to know that? Have you ever seen her?
Yes,
She
actually.
looks like the female version of him. It's weird.
That's really weird.
Oh God. All right. Well, on that note. We still got 3 minutes left.
Well, I mean, you said on that note,
No.
so I just started playing the music. I didn't know what was going on. I'm just a producer, okay? I don't know what's happening here.
Anyway,
Jeez.
so let's read this again. So for tonight's winning lottery
Oh,
number,
God. Now you're stuck on repeat.
it's 53, 92, 73, 0, and 71. That's 53, 92, 73, 0, and 71.
Guaranteed to bring you a 400 credit score. And an even lower social credit score. So don't take it to China with you.
Oh my God.
He's a security quote-unquote expert, remember? Proceeds to push him upside down like a turtle. Yes, he would not be able to get up if you fell on his back. But although, if you look good enough, he'd probably roll over on his stomach for you. Read it like Mike Epps. None of us are black, Howie. How are we going to do that?
In the movie, and then in the movie, I can't think of the name right now. God, why do you always short circuit like this?
I don't know. Hey, you remember that one movie that I watched 3 months ago? Could you tell me what the name of it was? No, we can't. I don't even know what you're talking about. All about the Johnsons.
No, from really? This is the movie you chose? Of all the Mike Epps movies? Actually,
All the Mike Epps movies. They're all about the same, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, Mike Epps isn't even in the movie.
I thought he was a. Yeah. Never mind. Carry on.
I don't think that's true either. I don't think the credit score would be good enough for that trailer. Priscilla says, I can't help but laugh, even though I don't know who you're talking about. What's better? It's better that you don't know, Priscilla. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, on Pornhub. I'll find it later. All right, perfect, because we're going off live now. It's
I'll find it later.
so, okay, did I do that right that time?
And on that note, of course, Nephew says Johnson and Johnson makes baby oil. Of course they do. And on that, and Ross says Tyler Johnson on Pornhub, probably. And on that note, this has been another edition of CSHR Radio, Friday Night Random Happenings. We thank Jackie for being her Canadian self, and we thank Scott for holding down the ones and twos and not dying on anybody. This is Harsh Meds. I don't know about you. Life is harsh, but to live it. And sometimes you gotta do what you're afraid of doing the most, and other times you gotta sip that too. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your beautiful Friday night. Anyway.